You knew this one was coming. I teased it over on my channel a couple of days ago and even posted a clip to Twitter. It's time to drop into what I feel is the best BR game mode of all time, Survival. Now, you could argue that Survival is not technically a battle royale. It's more of a specific subset of BR called an extraction royale, but at its core, Survival has most, if not all, of the elements of a modern BR game and therefore deserves the recognition. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am LtBuzzLitebeer, and do I need to say anything more? So let me just end this intro with these words one more time: The Division Survival. Thanks again for all the recent support. You have been killing it with these comments, ratings, and of course new subscribers. And if you haven't yet smashed that sub button, please do so. And don't forget to ring the notifications bell and set your alerts to all, or you could miss one of my uploads. You can also find and follow me over on Twitter, posting my thoughts on most things gaming related. Links to all my socials can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Whew, let's get this one going. Oh baby, here we go. Timer's done, queuing up. I'm probably going to skip through the footage ahead of this. Anyway, we're in a PvP session. I didn't see many players down in the terminal, so we could be going solo. We could have a few, could have a bunch. I don't know. We're going to find out here. But here we are. Survival game mode.
Better get yourself into a hazmat
I
suit,
love the cinematic too. I'm probably going to skip through it so I can hit right into the safe house though. Learn that little trick so we can get out and rolling as quickly as possible. Oh, and we're in the Gumby suit too, so they'll see us coming. Where are we? All right, that tells me we're probably in the southwest safe house. That's what I'm thinking. Painkillers. Let me pop this. Oh, there it is, right there.
Infection progress halted.
Man, my keyboard chops are a little bit off. I've been using controllers so much on Modern Warfare 2 Warzone that this could look a little bit janky for me. Are we the Southwest? We are. Yeah, let's go to the copter. That's the place to go. Anyway, man, these storms. Oh my God, look at this.
Core body temperature.
I know a lot of people out there probably. I'm not debating this with you, but they're like, if the actual Division game had been like this, like full time, they would have actually preferred it. I don't really know on that one. I mean, this is pretty intense, like all the damn time, but I love the weather effects in Survival. And of course, we have global event blackout blasting through with this. That means we're gonna get some shock ammo. Let's go ahead and get medieval with these guys with the shock rounds. Oh yeah, look how janky I am right now with it shaking all over the place. That's me, by the way. That's just me. There's the medicine. So what made Survival so great? Well, number one, of course, we have the sepsis, infection that we have to maintain. That's through the medicine and the painkillers, and of course, as we go further and further into a survival run, we have diminishing returns. Our body develops an immunity to those meds, and so they have shorter and shorter time frames, or how long they're effective. Let me roll out of there. We're also dealing with the cold, which is pretty severe. We're just running around in a hazmat suit. We've got hunger. We've got thirst. Just a lot of things to balance in here. Plus the fact that we're just starting. Oh, here he comes. Just starting off with a pistol. And we have to either loot or craft gear, because we have like no armor. We have to craft weapons. We have to loot ammo. I mean, this is hardcore mode for the Division. I love it so much. Jim, just anytime you run outside and he just raises his hand, like, look at the storm.
Temperature drop.
Damn. I know a lot of you out there too will probably comment, if only they could bring this for the Division 2. Yeah, I hear you. But it would take something. I don't think we have the right mechanics within the Division 2 to kind of handle this kind of game mode. Sure, they could make the DC-62 storms pretty severe. We've seen those every now and then in the game. but we don't have the use of consumables, so they have to find something to kind of take the place of that, if you know what I mean. So we could manage hunger, we could manage thirst, we could manage equipping medicines if we got sick. It would have to be something like that, and we just don't have a consumable system within the game.
Warning.
If you can, travel with me in the Division time machine. We're going back to 2016. It's late 2016, and I know it seems kind of commonplace now with Battle Royale games. These guys red bars, they have no idea what's about to hit them. It seems kind of commonplace. People are a little bit, I guess, over, you could say, Battle Royale games. But if you think back to the time that this game mode came out, they were not very commonplace. If I remember correctly, kind of the first one onto the scene was H1Z1, so that kind of gives you an idea. That was 2015. It was kind of rough, unperfected, but you know, it kind of is the OG survival game that kind of came out. I think there was some before that. There was another game that came out right when the Division came out, and I've covered it here on the channel before, called The Culling. It was a disaster. I mean, it was kind of innovative, but it was janky. It wasn't well done. They made some terrible design choices. Ended up shelving it. Came back with The Culling 2, which was terrible. It was pay to play. It was such a terrible game, and it launched so terribly that they ended up just taking it off the Steam store and coming back out with The Culling, the original version. But the game was toast. And then after that, we had, believe it or not, The Division. Survival came in late 2016. A lot of people think that, you know, some of the heavyweight games like Fortnite and PUBG came out before this game mode, and you are incorrect. PUBG was, I think, early. It was like first quarter 2017. I want to say March, April, May, June, somewhere in there. And then I know Fortnite came out in July of 2017. It kind of gives you an idea of just how cutting edge this game was. Now, it's not a... I know there's a lot of people out there that don't characterize it as a true battle royale game, but in a sense, it really is. I think some people call it into a... They lump it into a subgenre of survival extraction battle royale. I don't know, but even though I haven't run into any other players today, this game really is, at its heart, it is a battle royale game if you play it in the PvP mode, in the sense that it compresses you into the center if you want to extract, not through the use of like an ever-shrinking gas cloud that can kill you, but it does so with the fact of the meds. Remember, you have to track down the meds. You have to make it into the dark zone to extract. I'm just going to waggle this back and forth on these guys. And the fact that, yeah, you can stay out in the light zone as much as you want. That's outside of the dark zone here. And try to clear the landmarks. But remember, all of the meds that you collect eventually have diminishing returns, so it forces you into an extraction. Now, the idea here is, like, if you're hardcore like I am with survival, I try to make it to the absolute end. So I try to extract with, like, no meds left. They have no effects. I can pop a painkiller and it's off in a second. Like, it takes me longer to deploy the painkiller than the positive effects it gives me because of the diminishing returns. That's kind of how I go for it. So these are 2+ hour runs, but yeah, this game, believe it or not, this mode, excuse me, came out before those heavyweights. It came out before Fortnite. It came out before PUBG. The little no, I mean, H1Z1 kind of has a hardcore following on it, but The Culling, probably none of you remember, and The Culling 2, hopefully none of you actually purchased that game, but yeah. Over here on the west, I'm on the southwest side of the DZ right now. I'm going to grab as much div tech as I can. Once again, we're going to go for a full clear, and we're also going to try and hit all the hunter extractions. You know, God willing, it depends on if I run into other players, how much time I have, etc.
Warning. Infection is approaching lethal levels.
I mean, we got to throw in some of this hunter battle extraction footage into this video, right? So look at my life expectancy. I'm down at 11 minutes to go. Popping the meds right now takes longer than their effects last. Dude, I am scuffing these turret throws. It just shows you I haven't played this in a little while. Here we go. Let's get a little hunter action going here. Here at Bryant Park.
Evac helicopter incoming.
And I've made a big boo-boo with my run. Hopefully I can correct it. Where's this guy coming in? He's not over here. He's probably in the north. Yeah? Is he north? Where is he? North is the direction I'm looking right now. There he is. Wrecked. Look at that. Didn't even have time to throw his skills down on me. Oh, his Seeker Mine's chasing me. Listen to this. Anyway, I made this big error. I went for all the landmarks. I thought I had them all done, and I just looked at my map a few seconds before hitting Bryant Park. Oh, God, I got rid of it. Look at his Seeker Mine is still chasing me. Damn. Server desync. I forgot to hit Old Extraction, which is way down in the southwest of the Dark Zone. So I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going down there. I'm going to try and hit that one for a full clear, and then we're going to hit the parking lot extraction over by Calquise if I have time. So fingers crossed. Here we go. I am wasting way too much time on this guy. I'm gonna have to push it on him. Oh, there we go. Making popcorn. Got him. What are we at? 6 minutes? I got to clear this out quickly. All right, so that should be the final. I can't carry any more survival caches anyway. That should be the final Dark Zone landmark, so I should have them all clear at this point. And we're going to have to boogie up to parking lot extraction. I don't have any more meds. Even if I had them, they don't have any lasting effects, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, this one's going to be close because it takes a good 2.5 minutes, I think, to get the chopper once you call it to even show up. So I've got to get over here to the garage. I've got to pop the flare. I got to take on the hunter, and I've got to wait for the chopper. So at this point, I'm going to be there under 5 minutes to go. That means I'm going to be extracting with under a minute to go. Unfortunately, we don't have accommodations or any of those kind of unlocks on PC like you would get on PlayStation, but there is accommodation for, I think, extracting with under a minute to go or something like that. So, Hunter, here we come. This is the point where I can absolutely just scuff the run right here. Call in my third and final Hunter extraction. I'm going to guess that he's going to come over here. What are the chances, right? There he is. I guessed right. Got him. No way he's healing through that. Boom. All right. There we go. Under, what, we're around 4 minutes? I can't pick up anything here. Let me see if there's any gear here. It's going to be a tight window for extraction. Even if I had meds right now, it really wouldn't matter. But taking a little trip down nostalgia lane today. This is actually where I attempted to make my very first survival extraction here at this parking garage. I'd never seen the hunter. I had no idea what he was. Called in, made the flare gun, called in the extraction. Hunter showed up. I basically pooped my pants and ran. I was in one of the stairwells. You know, this parking garage was in one of the stairwells because the hunter was just like way overpowered for anything that I had. That was weird. Just heard an explosion. I was shooting up the stairwell at the hunter. I ran to the bottom. The hunter actually jumped through the center of the stairwell. For any of you who know what these stairwells look like, he just went YOLO McSwaggins all the way down the center of the stairwell. Landed at the bottom, like next to me. I was squealing like a piggy. Ended up hitting me with the hatchet, and my run was over. And to this day, I don't trust hunters. The dude's move was next level. That was incredible what he did. So, needless to say, I queued right up right after that, after my heart rate came off of max heart rate. This would be a terrible time to get ganked by another player, too. Let's see. Anything around here? I don't see anything. Let's pop an emote. So there's my story of disaster with the hunter. First ever extraction. Came down the center of the stairwell. He jumped from like the top all the way to the bottom, and then he just went Bruce Lee Ninja with his, his hatchet, cut me up, sliced me up, shocked me. You know, the whole thing. Everything that terrifies you about them, he did that to me. That was my first experience with the Hunter. And ever since then, I was like, this mode is badass.
30 seconds.
And we are well up over the 2-hour mark here, too. So 2 hours, 12 minutes, 2 hours, 15 minutes, something like that.
15 seconds.
Anyway, probably going to be a little bit of a longish video. I'll cut it up as best I can, give you the highlights and stuff like that. But I appreciate you coming along with me on this survival run. Fortunately, we didn't get any PvP at all. I guess I was just in here on my own. But damn, I don't give a you-know-what if there's other players or not, because the mode is just that good. If you enjoyed the video and or, you know, showing up here on the channel, please remember to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button. While you're at it, ring the bell to receive all my future upload alerts. If you could take the time to rate and or share this video, that would also be greatly appreciated. Remember, you can find and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and over on my community Discord server. Let's take a look at that timer. There it is right there. Links to all my socials can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.